It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Brent.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team is a young quarterback. You want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Motioning the tight end now. Second and 12 behind the sticks. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Throw on third down. And the Lions get him. There he goes. The Packers send out their punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They'll be let out by the former first-rounder back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Here's second and 7. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Slot man motioned over. Watson on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Running back, motioning right. After the sack, another pass on second down. He's got Smith. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Watson working in the pistol. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They have themselves another first and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 27. Brought in by Ayuk. And he gets this forward to the 19. All set up now for first and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Cook is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a James Cook touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 48. He fires one deep down the middle into a crowd, and intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
He's got this complete to James Cook. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Lante Taylor making the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Watson to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route complete. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. They bring their tight end left. 3rd and short, it's Watson. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Working from the gun, Watson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's on the move. Now here he goes. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first. Cook trying this one up the gut. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Watson to the air. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they come away with some points on that series.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Moore's got it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to... Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. He'll throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Working inside the red zone. This throw is cut. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB...
And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start to fight back with their first points of this game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Lions and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's an option play to the left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's a short gain of 1. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Jukes one defender. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Watson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This finds Smith. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. From the gun, Watson. Short pass brought in. And he gets him around 6 there. Alontae Taylor making the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Watson. Dumped off to his running back. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Yaya Diaby brings him down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action, it's Watson. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Bails out of the pocket quick. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Micah McFadden able to make the play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Packers looking for a score before halftime. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. Watson on 1st and 10. Called in left side. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing is Watson. He's got it over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Watson looking to throw. Now he takes it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Watson. It is Kupp, left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. From the 44 here on second down. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Watson to throw it. Taken in by Smith. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Yaya Diaby brings him down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. From the 40 on second down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. To throw, here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Kupp. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Watson. He's got Smith. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Lions readying for the punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Gets him on a quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Got Washington, it's complete. Have him gain up about a handful there. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Their punter making his way out now. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Slot receiver headed left. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Pass taken in by Burton. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Another one for Kupp. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. 3rd and short. It's Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the up back. And setting a bowling ball ahead does not work the way they want it to. That lines up as a safety. Well, an assist to their punter on that one, Brock.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Marrying that defense and special teams, it can be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together, and now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers get it back on his 6th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Able to get it to Moore. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Jacobs running behind center. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Micah McFadden able to make the play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they had that one contained right at the line. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Throwing on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense. That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Handoff here to Jacobs. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Ball spotted right back at the line, so no gain. And now they've got to get 9 on 3rd and goal. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. When you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Watson. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. This finds Smith. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Watson on 1st and 10. That finds Ayuk complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Slot man motioned over. From the 18 on 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did. You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground. They run it in for 2.
Yeah, they get everybody in the building because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Back now, pressure on its way. It's taken in by Washington. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. He'll look to throw. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Ernest Jones with the pick. And that is 8th pick of the year.
Well, that's now a 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, You're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They motion the slot man right. Back to the air, Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Moore's got it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Setting up a throw. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignments, hit pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down. They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. He'll throw it yet again. Completes this one to Rice. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing it again here. Cut by Jacobs. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. He completes it in traffic. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
How many times, Kate, how many times we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
And he gets this forward to the 19. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Got Washington, it's complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he drives this forward to the 6. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. Here's a throw. Rolling left behind. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Back to throw, needs the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They're out and set, first and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Again, it's Cook. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions close to a 16th win to end the regular season. Third and a lone yard coming up. Play action, it's Watson. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Throwing now on first down. Finds his man Rice. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Packers take their first time out. From the 41. A quick slant caught by Washington. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. First and 10, looking to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Second and 6 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. First down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. On second and 9. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Packers drop the lead back to 13. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee here, and that's going to close out the regular season with a victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's one for the win column for the Lions. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks.